The sun is perfectly in the wrong position for this. Oh dear. Okay, so that's a little better, but I want to film it while it's sunny. So this is the new project. It is a Raleigh. It is a record sprint. It's not a record ace, but it's a record sprint. And I picked it up off eBay for the grand total of £16, and it's all original. Every part of it, I believe, is original. Condition wise, not so good, so. The wind, let's have a closer look. Oh, I can't stand that side. So it's decked out with these gold parts. It's black and gold scheme, which I think actually looks really cool. But yeah, it's got these gold Weimann brake levers, but it's also got the gold calipers as well. It's got the hoods, which are in very good condition actually. They're a little dry, but they're in good condition. There's a few scuffs on the lever, but they've also got the quick release, which I think should slide up there and help take the... I don't know how to use that. Anyway, we've got the gold brake calipers. They are Weimann Type 500, so they're pretty short drop, and they'll clean up. I don't think they're really anything special. The only thing special about them is the colour, the gold anodised. Got the gold cable to go with it, so we'll be keeping all of that. Just your kind of standardy 80s stem, cool stem, custom, not too long, which is important, because some of these bikes that I picked up have long stems on and it's really awkward for me. By the way, this is a 21-inch frame, which is the smallest they do in this bike, and it is just my size. We've got the Sigma Sport, what do you call it, cycle computer, which I'll put some new batteries in after cleaning it, and turns on. Only thing is, I can't check if it works just yet, and that is because the front wheel is very buckled. Yeah, if you have a look just down here, I mean you can see it anyway. We've got one side touching the caliper, the other side not. And if I spin this round, trying to keep out the light, you can see how it goes from side to side and just pushes it right round. There's no snap spokes. There are loose spokes, so I'm going to have to investigate that and try and get that fixed, because it's original. It's a low profile rim, like it's concaved, so it's not just flat. It's got a bit of a dip to it in the centre, and the 23C tyres as well, real sporty. The hub is a Maillard. Just clean that off, I'll show you. You might be able to see that, you might not, but it's a Maillard hub, and it's actually got the date stamp of 85, I think I see. I thought it was an 87, so 85, 87, something like that. But actually, looking at that now, it reminds me of one of the reasons why I decided to buy this bike. The rear hub is also a Maillard hub, but it is a helicomatic. That is pretty much the reason why I bought this bike, and it's just because I wanted one of these hubs. If you haven't come across the helicomatic before, they are not just a screw-on type freewheel with a small amount of threads down the bottom which this whole block will screw onto. They are... how do I describe it? They have a large section to screw onto. I'm going to have to buy a specific tool to get this off, and finding new ones, replacement ones, is kind of difficult. But they have a big spiral pattern that goes around this whole area. But that's one thing that I found interesting about this bike. So looking at that is going to be something I'm going to go into further. Helicomatic, look it up, because it's interesting how it works. But yeah, I'll go into that once I strip the bike down and once I'm looking at this wheel I will go into that. God, this walk around is going everywhere. Okay, so the frame is actually made out of Reynolds 531. It's a chrome alloy tubing, but it's only, I believe, the main frame tubes. So you're talking top tube, down tube and seat tube, only those tubes. And as you can see, there are the rust spots, which is why I'm going to get this powder coated. And I've already spoke to H. Lloyd Cycles, who are going to do me a favour and make these decals again in the gold, because they only offer them in silver at the moment for this style that's on the bike. What is also interesting about this tubing, I mean the 501's not that interesting, it's 501, but the tubing is this aerospace contour. They are not round tubes. The top tube is round. This tube here is squashed. It starts off round at the top and then it goes thinner. Which way would you describe that? Front to back. It goes thinner front to back, so it squashes out a little bit. And it's the same for the down tube as well. The down tube is more of an oval shape, so it's meant to have this aero capability, I guess. We'll see how that goes. It's fairly, it's not light, but it's not heavy. Whether it makes a difference, who knows? But it's another interesting thing that I discovered about this bike. I didn't realise it had it to start with, so it was a nice little find. Aerospace contour. The level of components on this bike is somewhat mismatched. Up top, we've got Suntour friction shifters. So they are just a plastic lever. They've got the Raleigh branding on them on the top, and some I guess steel bodies. So remember Suntour. We've got a braze-on front mech, front derailleur, which is made by Sachs. Original? I'm not sure, because like I say, this group set is kind of mismatched. So yeah, got braze-on is something new to the bikes that I've got. Haven't had that before. But yeah, Sachs Hure, probably. You don't pronounce the T or the H. How do you pronounce that, French people? And to continue the mismatched theme, we've got a Shimano rear derailleur. So we've got Suntour shifters, Sachs front derailleur, and Shimano rear derailleur. It's got a real nice logo on it. I'm probably going to block the light now. I'm not sure if it's a 600 clamp on, like direct to frame, so that looks good. There might actually be a slight bend in that hanger, so we might have to sort that out. I will investigate once it's in the stand. And as the sun is setting, we've got the Sugino GT crankset, gold anodized arms. Kitty's back. My friend's back. And black chain rings. They will hopefully clean up really well. I really hope they do. Hey Kitty, out the garage. So my little cat friend's come back. Okay, I'm going to carry this on with the cat friend in the background, so you might hear him or her meowing. But yeah, Shimano pedals, they are PDA 530, I can't read that. PDA 550s. They are missing the cat's here. They're missing the strap, but they look to be good condition. There's no play in them, and I might need some actual cleats for them, judging by them. So yeah, nice addition. Saddle is just an elan, just plastic, no not plastic, vinyl saddle. We've got tearing all around the back, so that will be replaced. Got a bit of a nice fluted stem. It's not too fluted, it's just slightly fluted. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. As you can see, the sun is now going down. I'm going to start stripping it. We've had a quick look round, so we've got the mismatching components, which might be original, might not be. We've got the wheels, it's got the Vineman rims. Has it got Vineman rims? Let me just check. Yes, the Vineman rims, Maillard hubs, the Helicomatic, which is interesting, I like that. I'm going to buy a new tool for that. The 501 framing, the aerospace contours to it. So yeah, I'm going to strip it down, get it to the powder coaters ASAP so I can build it next week, because I'm off next week doing a lot of builds. Okay, let's get this thing stripped down. Is the seat post seized? First thing. Looks good. Binder came out real easy. Oh, seat post is not seized. Yes. Well, that was in really low. Okay. I might actually be able to recover that saddle. And that, my friends, is done. quickly stripped down. I think that's a record. But this bike was beautifully greased up, beautifully greased. And you can see all the grease around the steerer tube still. Absolutely spot on. That came out. No, I mean I didn't even need a spanner to undo the headset. It was hand tight. Seat post, no problems. Bottom bracket, no problems. Just want to check one thing actually. The threading. Bottom bracket here and headset. Now Raleigh is usually old school wise 26 threads per inch. Everything else 24. It would make it so much easier if it's 24, so we will check. Because what I like to do is when I'm powder coating is just wind in some spare shells. So we've got the gauge. This is set on 24 threads per inch at the moment. Oh, and it looks good. It looks good. I need to check it to the light, but you're literally just putting it in threads. Yeah, that looks spot on. And then just try it against 26. Come on, 26 threads per inch there. 26 does not go in. Brilliant. So, okay, by this point, Raleigh had wised up and gone with the standard. So that'll be good. Let's wind out now. Just got to prepare it for powder coating. So we're going to get some spare cups and wind those into the shells. I've got to drill off the rivet from the cable guide because I don't have my drill on me at the moment. Got to clean up and just put some screws in the shifter holes here and any other holes that I want to keep threaded. Got to take the badge off. That's just sticky tape down really, and clean everything because you don't want to give it to them dirty. So yeah, that's all stripped down, all done. I'm gonna end it here and I'll join you when this is powder coated, when I've got the new decals and when it's all gonna go back beautifully together. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, dislike, all that sort of malarkey, and I'll catch you in the next one.